Hi guys, you're watching Max Talks with me, Max, and news has just come in from Xiaomi about their new version of the SU7 sports saloon. It's called the SU7 Ultra and it's got the Porsche Taycan GT very much in its sights. So we're going to take a look at the information that's come out from them today. So the SU7 Ultra was announced as part of Li Jun's sort of annual conference, which he did in China. And as part of that, he was explaining that to make the best sports cars, your Ferraris, your Porsches of this world, their founders, their owners, were themselves racing drivers. So he's gone out and got himself a racing license. So hats off to him. Join the club. It's a great place to be, and he's welcome to a race anytime. So the SU7 Ultra is the car that has since been developed by the brand. It is a prototype at this stage, but the numbers that they are putting out are quite something. So it's aiming to beat the Nürburgring record set by the Taycan, which is 7 minutes 5.55 seconds, and they probably will do that considering that the output of this SU7 is 1527 horsepower, which is about 430-ish more than the Porsche. It will do 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, 1.97 seconds, and go on to 186 miles an hour in 15.07 and a top speed of 217 miles an hour. How long it will be able to do 217 miles an hour remains to be seen, especially when you consider that the standard SU7 Max can only top out at 130. They say that it's going to have uprated AP racing brakes and Pirelli P0 tyres, and will give a 62 to 0 mile an hour braking distance of 25 meters. So it's gonna be stopping very abruptly. It's got an all carbon fiber body kit, and it's said to generate 2,145 kilos of downforce, which is quite a lot considering the car itself weighs about 1,900 kilos. So again, it's much lighter than the Porsche Taycan, 334 kilos lighter. Yeah, that's going to be quite the impressive car. So it's got, as I said, carbon fiber body. It's got composite components in the chassis, and they've done a lot of weight reduction as well. So they've taken out the air conditioning. Li Jun sort of emphasised that one of the things that racing drivers have to cope with is extreme heat. So, you know, when it's sort of like 30, 40 degrees outside, it can be 60, 70 degrees in the cockpit, and you're then having to do physical exertion to drive those cars at racing speed. So it's quite intense driving race cars, which was the message he was sort of trying to get across there. So as I said, it's going to be targeting the Nürburgring EV road car record. The Neo went to the Nürburgring and they took the EP9, but because it was on very much bespoke tyres, it wasn't eligible to run. So yeah, really exciting news coming out of Xiaomi with this new car. And as I'm telling you about this, I'll be overlaying videos and pictures of the car. It looks it very much looks like it's a racing car. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Although when you do look at Ultra down the side, I am kind of looking at that thinking that looks suspiciously like the turbo badge on a Porsche. What do you think? Why don't you let me know in the comments down below. In terms of the battery, very much expected to have the same 101 kilowatt hour unit as the Max. If they're going to have been making weight savings, then really a bigger battery was probably going to be unlikely. But it does have 3 electric motors, 2 of their V8 motors and 1 V6 motor, just to be confusing. So yeah, so that's some information coming out from China with regards to a new electric sports car. If we're going to see it in production, we don't know yet. We might see maybe a slightly more tame version going to production, maybe one with air conditioning. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And of course, if you like this video and you want to see more of the latest car news from the world of all things automotive and motorsport, then be sure to click subscribe and click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I load up new content. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I'm Max, this is Max Talks, and I'll see you on the next one.